Have you ever been scammed? Or do you know someone who has fallen prey to these devious tactics? In our ever-evolving digital age, scams are an unfortunate reality. They're like silent predators lurking in the shadows of our online world, ready to strike at any moment. Scams are not just a minor nuisance. They can cause significant harm on both an individual and societal level. Individuals can lose their hard-earned savings, their sense of security, and their trust in digital platforms. On a larger scale, businesses can incur substantial financial losses, and economies can take a hit. In a year, scams can cost billions of dollars globally, a staggering figure that underscores their destructive power. But don't let these numbers scare you. The key to combating these deceitful practices lies in awareness and education. By equipping ourselves with knowledge about scams and how they work, we can become less susceptible to their tricks. Remember, understanding the enemy is the first step towards safeguarding yourself and your hard-earned money. Scammers are shrewd and cunning, constantly evolving their tactics to stay one step ahead. Today, we're going to delve into 3 of their most common tactics: phishing, advanced fee fraud, and identity theft. Let's start with phishing. In a phishing scam, fraudsters impersonate a legitimate company or organization to trick you into providing sensitive information. They might send an email posing as your bank, for instance, asking you to click a link and confirm your account details. When you click the link, you're taken to a fake website that looks remarkably like your bank's actual site. But when you enter your information, it goes straight to the scammer. Next, we have advanced fee fraud. This is the classic Nigerian prince scam, where you receive an email from a purportedly wealthy individual who needs your help to access a large sum of money. They promise you a hefty reward in return, but first, they need a small advance payment from you to cover expenses. If you send the money, you'll never see that promised reward. Lastly, there's identity theft. Scammers use various tactics to steal your personal information, such as your social security number, credit card details, or even your medical records. They might trick you into revealing this information, or they might steal it from unsecured websites or databases. Once they have your details, they can open new bank accounts, take out loans, or make purchases in your name. These tactics work because they exploit our trust, our greed, or our fear. The phishing scam works because we trust our bank. The advanced fee fraud works because we're tempted by the promise of easy money. And identity theft works because we're often not as careful as we should be about protecting our personal information. But remember, these are just a few examples. Scammers use countless other tactics, and they're always coming up with new ones. So stay vigilant and always question anything that seems too good to be true. Knowledge of these tactics can help you spot a scam before it's too late. Recognizing a scammer is not always easy, but there are telltale signs you can look for. The first sign is unsolicited contact. If someone reaches out to you without prompting, especially if they're asking for sensitive information or money, be wary. This can happen through emails, phone calls, text messages, or even social media messages. Secondly, watch out for pressure tactics. Scammers will often create a sense of urgency to make you act without thinking. They might tell you that a quick decision is required or that there's a limited time offer you need to take advantage of. But remember, any legitimate deal or opportunity will give you time to think and make an informed decision. Another red flag is if they ask for personal information or money. Scammers might pose as a bank, a government agency, or a charity and ask for your credit card details, social security number, or other personal information. They may also insist that you need to pay a fee or make a deposit to secure a deal or prize. Never provide these details or send money to someone you don't know or trust. Finally, be skeptical of too good to be true offers. If you're offered a luxury vacation for pennies on the dollar, a high-paying job with no experience required, or an investment with guaranteed high returns, take a step back. These are classic scams designed to lure you in. The most important thing is to stay vigilant and skeptical. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Take the time to do your research, ask questions, and listen to your gut. And remember, even if you've fallen for a scam in the past, don't beat yourself up. Scammers are crafty, and they're constantly coming up with new ways to trick people. The best thing you can do is learn from the experience and use that knowledge to protect yourself in the future. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be smart, be safe, and don't let the scammers win. So, how can you protect yourself and your financial assets from these fraudsters? Well, it all starts with being vigilant. Scammers are crafty, but they can't succeed if you're on your guard. Always keep your personal information secure. This means not sharing sensitive data like your social security number, bank details, or other personal identification numbers with anyone you don't fully trust. But it's not just about keeping your information secure. It's also about being cautious of who you're dealing with. Before you share any information or money, verify the source. If you're contacted by a company, especially one you're not familiar with, take some time to do a little research. Check their credentials, look for reviews, or even contact them directly through their official website to verify any requests or transactions. And remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Scammers often use enticing offers or urgent scenarios to lure in their victims. If you receive an email promising a fortune in exchange for a small fee, or a call from someone claiming to be a government official demanding immediate payment, these are red flags. Now let's say you've done everything right but you still suspect something is amiss. What do? Report it. There are numerous authorities dedicated to combating scams. These include your local police, your bank, and national agencies such as the Federal Trade Commission in the United States. By reporting suspected scams, not only are you taking steps to protect yourself, but you're also helping to safeguard others. It's also important to educate yourself. Stay informed about the latest scam tactics. Attend webinars, read articles, and join community forums. Knowledge is your best defense against scammers. Lastly, remember that it's okay to say no. If something doesn't feel right, trust your instincts. You have the right to refuse requests for your personal information or money. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay safe. Don't let scammers win. In the battle against scams, knowledge is power. We've journeyed through the murky world of scams, dissected their tactics, and learned to recognize the red flags. We've also equipped ourselves with strategies to stay protected. So just as the chameleon changes its colors for survival, we too must adapt and evolve in our understanding and responses to scams. Remember, it's a scammer's job to trick you, but it's your job to stay one step ahead. Stay vigilant, and keep your hard-earned money where it belongs, with you.